have about 15% European ancestry, and I'm not ashamed of it. Right? It's just in my blood. So sometimes if you think I'm
How did he get there?
European, through interracial relationships, really.
Rape?
No, my people weren't raped. That might be yours. I can't speak on your personal story.
Yeah, my ancestors were raped.
I can't speak on my personal story. Is not like that, brother. We actually had a relationship.
Told you more life, man. Black nobility, bro. He's probably linked to the president and that. That's his family. Obama's his cousin.
Yeah,
that's you know how they do, man. You know, innit? JT, you know.
Yeah, he one of them blue
Yes, I'm black European. Yes, absolutely.
Bush, all of them, Clintons, that's all his cousins and that, man.
Yeah, he ate the butter biscuits in the house. His ancestors.
No, we didn't. I didn't eat any.
No, I see we go to the White House.
My ancestors were actually freedmen of color. So I don't come from the stock of I don't come from the stock of chains and ships and shit.
You was one of the people involved in it, man. Trust me.
So you're okay. Hey, do you know anything? Like, do you say your European side is contributing to?
No, I don't rate it like these other guys do. I don't really care. I think it's irrelevant. But I mean, I'll bring it up if you bring it up. But to me, it's irrelevant. I think a high IQ is high IQ regardless of if it's a Homo sapien African or a Homo Neanderthal mixed European or whatever. I think if you got a high IQ, it just I don't think it's predicated on the phenotype.
What if I was to say to you, Europeans clearly have the lowest IQ?
Well, I mean, at one point, Europeans did have a reported low IQ before the Industrial Revolution. Once they transformed to urban societies from agrarian societies, their IQ substantially rose.
I agree with that.
Like, there's a lot more into IQ than people like to admit because people have their own biases and prejudices. Like, their IQ on average was like 50, 60 in that era, right? But, now it's like average 100, 101, so on and so forth.
100 to 109.
According to their methods, which they invented and they put in place.
Yeah, but I mean, methodology, you can test. You can test and validate methods of any group. Like, these are abstract concepts. So you can test and validate.
The European cannot see into abstract concepts.
That's crazy.
You want me to prove it?
Prove it, brother. Go ahead.
All right, let me just read this for you. Right? We live in a world that was created and is maintained by the unified working of a multiplicity of agencies. We live in a world that is composed of a multiplicity of entities that are unified through a web of interdependence. The European could never see that. That's written by my ancestors. They see things separate one from another. So how can they have a high IQ when they cannot even see the true workings of the world in which they live?
So I think one of the beautiful things about IQ is you're able to kind of compartmentalize and abstract, qualities or categories, right? And classify these things, organize these things, and then, using your abstract intelligence, you're able to.
They have no abstract intelligence. I'm proving it to you.
Synthesize and recombine some of these things that you compartmentalize and you partitioned off. That's abstraction. You need to have partition to be able to abstract.
Yeah.
You need to be able to separate.
In the infancy of his spiritual evolutionary career, man is unable to perceive the hidden forces and abstract principles that unify the working of the shaping forces of the world.
So you're saying you don't think
that is where the European is at.
Wait, you don't think the European has the ability to abstract the principles of nature, the forces of nature?
No, he doesn't.
electromagnetic
He
gravity.
would not work against it if he did.
So how do we have the
He
quantum?
wouldn't even invent a motor car which damages the environment because he'd realize he's damaging himself.
So how do we
He's behaving like a madman.
How do we have quantum computing?
And then he's got some of us following him
There you go.
with the high IQ.
High
How do we have
IQ.
quantum computing?
A high IQ that you invent things that is going to bring about your own demise. That's a high IQ.
More like, you know, there's some
Wow.
more like, you know, there are some mathematicians, right, that were able to run calculations that were extremely accurate and predict aspects of nature that we hadn't seen empirically using just mental abstractions of
And who
mathematics.
brought mathematics to the planet?
I'm not sure, brother.
Oh, it weren't no white European, which you're talking about. So if he's using mathematics, it's because he got it from us.
But it ain't about but more like, brother, you and I know this both, right? It ain't about who did it first, it's about who did it right. Are we still using mathematics to the degree of like the ancient Egyptians, or?
Yes, we are. But we're being
Were we capable?
subjugated and
Were we capable is a
subdued,
different question.
and whatever we do, they take it and portray it as if it was their invention.
Armin, have you ever came across where they give you an answer, for example, as a like the answer might be about an actor that is not even part of your culture or your purview. That a lot of that stuff is on IQ. IQ is supposed to be how fast you can gather information and be accurate. That's the core of IQ. But if they're giving you things that you're unfamiliar with, what is an IQ? The SAT, is that not a form of an IQ test? The SAT, right? But if they give you something that they have you, what was that?
So I don't think the SAT is IQ.
You don't think it's a form of, I don't know what else to say about that.
It's a gauge of your aptitude, but I don't think it's
It's not a, okay, well, it's similar. It's very, well, okay, IQ will give you information that's a social, so a part of it is social. The social norms. That's not the core of it, but a part of it is there. So if you're not familiar with that culture, it's impossible for you to score IQ.
Did he break up or is that off? Is he breaking up? Can y'all hear him? Hello? Y'all hear? Can y'all hear me?
I can't hear him, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah, he broke. Yeah, man. IQ does matter. I think black people, we should be invested in improving our IQs. I think some of us already have high IQs, but it's not something that we should reject because it makes us uncomfortable. I don't think we should reject anything because it makes us uncomfortable. I think we should examine. I think we should examine and digest everything, spit out the keep the good stuff and spit out the garbage, because there is garbage in some of these historical discussions about IQ, but act like it's not a valid estimation of intelligence or something that you can kind of generally see predicting better.
If it doesn't aid in bringing about your civilization,
I think it does, though.
right?
What's the value?
How? The people, when
Like,
you
look
say
at-
have the high IQ,
Okay,
look
so
at what
look at-
they've done on the planet. Are
look
they
at,
civilized?
So look at the people with the
Are they civilized?
Yes. I'm gonna talk about the groups with the highest IQ on average. There are two groups, right, that have the highest IQ
Bro,
on
you
average.
said out your own mouth that it was
Can I finish with it? Can I finish with it, please? Can I finish with it,
contradict yourself. You
please?
said that
Have
it
some
was
civility.
civilized. You said that it was
Please,
you can't be
Please have some
saying civilized.
civility, brother. Please have some civility. I'm the savage, you're the civil person. Please be
That's
civil.
true, but explain
Please be civil. Please be civil, brother, please. So look, groups with the highest IQ on average: East Asians and Jews. All right, this is the statistical. You can look this stuff up. I'm not making this up. I'm not pulling this out of Clubhouse facts. These are real facts, right? Jews have the highest IQ on average, and you look at what they've contributed collectively in regard to Nobel Peace Prizes, physics, chemistry, and other, STEM areas. That has contributed both to their society and two, to the wider human family. That's just a fact. They've been able to produce, like, literary Nobel laureates and Nobel Peace Prize winners. These Asians. These Asians.
Get their awards in their schools, get their awards in their establishments.
Yes, because
Yeah,
why don't we have stuff?
they brought it about and they awarded it to themselves, and you're saying
Why don't we have those?
Wow, we.
Like in Jamaica, where's the Nobel Peace Prize winners in Jamaica?
Well, give us what the Jews have been given, and you will see that. You will see that we have. Wait.
They created stuff. Why do you say given? Why do y'all say given? Like, hold on, this is weird. This is when it gets weird.
Bro, let me just say a statement.
Why, you didn't even let me finish.
I'm answering to what
you didn't even let me finish, bro. I wasn't finished. I was not
you
finished,
don't want
bro.
to say it.
I was not finished. I was not even finished, but this is weird. When men start saying, hey, give us what they were given, you're a man. Nobody is going to give you anything as a man. As a group of, hold on, bro. Hold on.
So why were they given something as Jewish men?
Hold on.
Why were they given a land that belonged to somebody else as Jewish men?
Hold on. As a man, nobody.
And you're being and they were given what they've got.
Finish.
You don't answer the real
We can't be given what was stolen from us.
Finish. Cannot finish.
No,
Thank you,
can
brother.
you stop talking
Cannot
about this
finish.
and let somebody else talk? You've been talking for 30 minutes.
I know it hurts when the truth
No,
hurts.
you just want to hear somebody else speak and not your
Listen,
voice.
brother, I know the truth hurts. I know it hurts. It's uncomfortable. Let me
You've been
finish,
talking
brother.
for 45 minutes, bro.
Brother,
We don't want to
if
keep
you
hearing this cool babble.
If you talk more,
We
then
do not want to continue to hear cold babble all day long.
I would talk less.
And you play.
If you talk more, I would talk less. But listen, as a collective group, nobody is going to come out and give you anything to create Nobody's going to give you anything to create the conditions for your people to thrive. As men, you have to create them yourself. This whole give me this.
You see what I'm saying? He just cold babbling at this point.
Sounds like a victim. It's just a victim ready to milk.
Why do you keep doing this?
Somebody moved him down. Well, no, look. I mean, if
Hold on, let me just raise a valid point to the
he's talking about all
Hold on,
that.
Hold on, let me raise a point to the
Everybody, I'm not sure whether you
Why is he still talking?
Because like, it's just America. We can talk when we want to. This is how it works.
Alright, listen to me, alright? See with the IQ argument thing, yeah? I just want to set this straight. In regards to the IQ argument, here in the UK, the reason they don't rely on it as a valid source of someone's ability of academia is because quite often it is just a response to what they've been exposed to. No level of IQ is able to identify any form of genius. It is not able to identify any potential. What it really does is show who is able to retain knowledge that they've been exposed to, if even that. Now, one question which they put in the IQ test, which is an example which is often referred to in education in the UK, is that there was a question, and the question said, which one is the odd one out? It had a mug, a saucer, knife and fork, and a chair. So most people pointed towards the chair because obviously it's of the equipment which you use to consume food or beverage. A very fair question was put. Who knows what a saucer is? Do these children know what a saucer is? Because if you're living in inner city London, you've just about got enough space, if you're lucky, to swing a cat. Nobody has cupboard size in inner city London to be able to store saucers. Nobody knows what saucers are in schools that are in inner city London because the children don't have access to them. At best, they may refer to it as a side plate, but even then, because the space is so limited, most people don't have these items in their house anymore. So they then had to ask, is this test passes? And what that argument led on to is, do we need to revise the national curriculum? Is this very outdated? Because the middle class children who can answer these questions live in an environment where they have been exposed to this. So if you are rendering someone incapable of understanding something or incapable of having a certain level of academia based on their lack of knowledge that they have never been exposed to, very unfair test, incredibly unfair test. And that is what has led them to actually say, do you know what, we're not going to go by IQ tests anymore. is actually very unfair. When we look at what the IQ tests are made of, like Paula said, it's the test that those people made, tested themselves against it, and they gave themselves the award. Very unfair. Literally like asking the fish to
So
climb a tree.
Empress,
You know
you
that
say it's
anybody
rigged?
100%. You ask anybody who works in I work in education. You ask anybody that has studied education, and they will tell you that they have studied that. Yeah, I wrote a paper on that when I was studying, because it's something that you're exposed to very early on. Just like when they say, "Do you trust the government?" When you're working in childcare, and they turn around and tell you about the chemicals that made all of the children disabled that the government gave out as morning after morning sickness drugs. These things are studied in education because it's very important to understand that you have to have your own thought process, you have to have your own mind. Even when you're exposed to something and told this is what you should believe, you should also have the ability to say, that doesn't sound right though. If I don't know what a saucer is, why are you marking me down on the question? I don't know what it is. If you had called it a side plate, I might have known what it was. But guess what? If I live in inner city London, chances are I don't have saucers. Chances are I don't have side plates. Why? Because we are limited for space. Our kitchen doesn't have the capacity to store them. And even if we did have them, what would we use them for? In modern day England, we're not resting our cup of tea on it anymore because we don't live like that. We also don't use teapots. From the kettle, the water goes straight into the cup. We don't use teapots. So would you mark a child down or not knowing the real name of it? I live with my brother who's actually kids, by the way. But you understand why an IQ test is no longer relevant and has actually been taken out of the running in terms of what is tools that are used to be able to predict someone's level of potential. Did you understand why they no longer use it? So why you're fighting this fight?
Oh no, there's Congress. Oh no.
I don't know why you're fighting their fight. It's weird. That it's never grown for
A lot bit of a coon. Go ahead.
Hey, Roivas. Racism into classism. That's the debate you should be having. Because that's one that fits all.
Welcome, Congress.
Doesn't matter where you come from.
Do you want to answer the
Doesn't
question?
matter what color your skin is.
Yeah.
If you've got a certain
Yeah, I
level of
can. I
income,
think
they can't need a new threshold.
Christianity is exactly the same as all other religions for the most part. So I think if you just study all the major 4 or 5 world religions, you were do an extraction, you would essentially get the same formulas for human psychology and philosophy. And so to say that Christianity is ruining human psychology, that's an all or nothing statement, and it's just not true. Like most Clubhouse titles, the opposite is always the truth of what people put in the title, because it's clickbait, it's reverse psychology. So congratulations.
It's not a statement. Right, exactly.
I know. Well, I'm giving you my opinion. You may not like what I said because it upsets your frailties, but that's a you problem, not a me problem.
No, I agree with you to the most part, but I'm saying that if the title is a statement, a question, not a statement.
Oh, whatever. You don't think questions can be statements? What are you, like a 2-year-old?
Well, you can have rhetorical questions, but those are ones that really don't need an answer because they're obvious.
Well, I have a question I'd like to ask.
Exactly. What are you to? Are you always this retarded? Right?
I'd like to ask a question to Dr. Roivas here.
At least retarded now.
Dr.
Are you a legit congressman, or do you just get
I'm a
some
candidate.
kind of like?
I'm a candidate.
You're a candidate for what?
16th district in Illinois. I'm running as a Republican.
Oh, and you're happy that Stephen Colbert got censored? You like banning people's freedom of speech?
No, I think it had to, it had to do with the fact that.
Can I ask another question before you answer
No,
that?
it had the fact to do that Colbert criticized Paramount. He criticized his employer, and
Do you
that's
sit
what
and jerk
happens.
over Bill O'Reilly?
Do I sit and jerk off when I watch Bill Riley? No, I don't jerk off and watch
do you
Bill
watch
Riley.
Bill O'Reilly and just get your todger out and start wanking off?
Is that what? Are you projecting Bill Riley as being a very masculine man?
I'm asking if that's what you do.
No, you fat, disgusting lard of shit. That is not what I do.
Oh,
shut the fuck up.
Do you feel angry that I asked you that? Why do you feel angry?
I don't
Is
feel
it- did I
angry.
touch
I
your
was just
nerve?
gonna send you back an insult because
Oh,
you're a
look,
fat,
now he's mimicking me.
disgusting
I definitely
pig.
touched a nerve.
Ooh, they've delicately touched my
Listen to
nerve.
him. He's so triggered right now.
He's so
He's got a
triggered.
Congressman.
Oh, did we trigger you by asking you if you wanted to jerk off to Bill O'Reilly?
In the basement.
Did you think I
Because
got a good
can't
jerk
stand
off to
him
Bill
above
O'Reilly? Because it gets my dick hard. You're asking me if I want to jerk off to Bill O'Reilly and bust a nut looking at Bill O'Reilly.
No, your British accent is absolutely...
It's garbage. It sounds like yours. It's atrocious. Do you jerk off and look at O'Reilly?
My question
Do you jerk off while you watch Bill O'Reilly on YouTube?
when you watch Bill O'Reilly?
Do you jerk off when you watch Bill O'Reilly on YouTube?
What about the one where he goes, "We'll do it live"? We'll
Fuck
do it
it.
live.
Fuck it. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Fuck it. We'll do it live. So, I want to ask you again. Do you jerk off when you watch Bill O'Reilly on YouTube? He's getting triggered. He's getting triggered.
It's ask, not ask.
So I want to ask a question. Did anyone agree with my response to the title of the room? No? Cat got your tongue? Can't agree with somebody who reverse trolled you back? Everybody's silent. That means you must have got the message. So glad for you. Happy that you've learned the truth of the earth. That you're wasting all your time. Enigma, Bobby, Shemayahu, Jacob. You're all wasting your time.
Rights pertaining to the priesthood, etc. The reason why I know this difference is because when you read Abraham, he had when you go into, I think Genesis, quote me if
you got all the pieces, you got everything, you got a Nobel Prize winner, a CEO. What more do you need? Well, it still doesn't work. So it's frustrating because of the timing part. But then when it becomes hot, you gotta go. What's up, Congressman?
Hey, good afternoon.
This guy, Mind Man, has been on the run lately.
Yeah, because of RFK.
Yeah, man, cannabis could be coming. That would probably be more on speed. I'm so down in that shit too.
We missed this one up to Compass.
No one missed it. I've been talking about Compass for a year. Stan, I talked to Stan about it offline. He sent a bunch of stuff. Compass was his pick, but it went up and down, very volatile. All these have been tough to ride.
The thing is, the day me and you discussed it, which is when I heard about it for the first time, Monday, June 23rd. So it was like the day before that Sunday. It was trading at $2.35. The stock had cratered. That was an ideal entry point. That's
well, again because of the news. They were bitching about the result, but the result wasn't really that bad.
It's up 83% in like 3 weeks.
I'm looking at the PE of NVIDIA. It's 55 and a $4.2 trillion market cap.
Yeah, it's a slow rider.
At risk, the way I look at it.
Super high risk here, right? Crazy.
You'll continue to have this flat market with the small caps racing forward.
Oh, really?
There's money to be made in NVIDIA, Apple. I don't understand Google well enough, even though a lot of people like it. I don't understand Facebook enough. A lot of people like it.
Google is unbelievable.
I just
YouTube.
deleted my
Netflix, I understand. Netflix is solid, but it's also up there.
Netflix is a big propaganda machine.
Yeah.
That's right. But it's they're getting that $7.99 or whatever the hell the rate is from everybody.
And plus they have ads now. Like that shit sucks. Like, why do you do that?
You haven't canceled though. It hasn't sucked enough for you to cancel. That's why
Crunchyroll is better.
I don't understand.
To be honest, I don't watch TV. I don't watch TV at all. I watch a occasional movie, but that's about it.
Good policy. Me too.
Yeah. And once you use this app, you realize just how absolutely insane it is to sit there in front of a television and like not be able to interact. It's crazy.
Sometimes I feel the opposite, Congressman. I start watching TV and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing on this app?
I mean, how many times are you going to have to see a story regurgitated, mass-directed, mass-produced? I mean, it's all this. It's like, that's what I'm saying. At least on this app, it's real people, real voices. I mean, that form of communication, I think, is like even more deceptive than the bullshit, insane things you hear on this app.
You're making it sound very romantic, very intimate.
So I was like in this politically correct room this morning and just recording and clipping all the conversations. And the big buzzword is populist. But then they will self-describe as Democrat socialists. So they're literally liberal, Democrat, socialist, populists. And whatever that means, liberal, Democrat, socialist, LDSP.
Slash extremist. You put the extremist part.
So if it's LDSP versus MAGA, it's really just Democrat versus Republican. I mean, they just want to use these fancy buzz terms, but that's it. It's always going to be Democrat versus Republican.
Well, you got a lot of Democrats that like Trump. That's the problem for the Democrats. So MAGA is the MAGA coalition, including fucking neocons who don't like Trump, and including the 70% of the unions that voted for Trump, who are Democrats.
Well,
Did you guys see that nominee for Minneapolis, F12? Did you see that guy?
Yeah.
Ludicrous.
the one thing you will never hear in these politically polarized Democrat, talking point rooms, they will never ever discuss the budget, the national debt, the unfunded debt, and so they're totally delusional.
Yeah, it's very easy. You can bitch about every time something's overcut. Just make that the crybaby story. Oh, the national rangers, the park rangers. Don't you like parks, Eftal? Well, they defunded the park rangers.
Alaska, they opened up Alaska to go ahead and dig Northern Dynasty. That piece of shit was moving, dude. If you take a look at the candles for the weekly, that thing just took a dump, man. It was like under 90 cents on Friday, and it's coming back. And this thing was like 50 cents a couple months ago. This is probably a 20 bagger. Watching like Canadian miners, I've seen some reports like they had like some kind of convention. Something, man. They're rich in some stuff out there. Pebble Rock or something like that. Pebble Creek. That thing's loaded with silver, gold, etc., etc. I don't know. This is like one of those Hail Mary plays.
Yeah, it's a nice one. I'm looking at it. The drop is on no news, and then it sounds like some insider selling. People freaked out.
Last 5 years, this thing's been above $1.50. All of a sudden, it's pushing $2. I think it's about the gamma, some kind of squeeze.
Yeah.
Biggest news is, Trump is, telling the EPA, get out of the way, let these guys do what they do.
Look at Snap stock. It's like a $10, $16 billion market cap, been flat for many years. Like, where's there's no growth in a lot of these companies. I mean, how does NVIDIA propel the growth.
Yeah.
Like, I just,
Yeah.
everyone has a cell phone which is totally maxed out. Like, our cell phones can't get any better. Our laptops can't really get any better because at the end of the day, they're just all fucking communication exchange terminals.
Quantum solution fixes this.
Well, what does that mean? Quantum solutions. Like, what does that mean?
Anything through the air, any transaction communication should have like a quantum layer on top of it to protect and secure it.
That's like something a fat Democrat says. We're going to build a massive quantum computer complex and create the next generation of jobs. It's like, really? And you're going to use taxpayer funding to do it all. And, you know, it's like, I don't believe any of this stuff anymore. It's all just about like creating fake money to do, you know, these big projects and programs, which end up generally just being fucking scams. And, you know, look at all the railroad bullshit in California. We got a lot of railroad bullshit here in Chicago. And every 55% of our property taxes are going to teachers and to the facilities that babysit.
The energy's there though, Congressman. Now's the time to pick winners. I think the thesis is that we're going to go into a lot of people asking for the crash just to get in, basically. Everyone wants to be in.
Sorry, can I say something?
Let me just finish real quick on the, I don't know, S500 if you're here. Look at Atai Pharmaceuticals, AT, Alpha Tom, Alpha Indigo. This has the ayahuasca of the nose, okay, is the product that people are reacting to. It solved untreatable depression in some really tough patients on the recent study. And so they're going to be giving you your ayahuasca adjusted. It doesn't quick trip. One-time dose, in and out of the office. This is the future of
What is that, ATAI? It's called what, Atai Life Sciences?
ATAI. It's like Atari without the R.
ATAI, Atai Life Sciences. It's got a $685 million market cap. It's huge.
You know, the thing is, like, we've been waiting for biopharma to move for like more than a decade now, and now it's finally got the momentum. Like, we've been waiting for this biopharma season for like more than a decade, and now it's finally happening. But it's happening in a way that's different than like what you traditionally expect. You know, it's all that MDMA, ayahuasca, all the alt medicines.
If I could say, can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead. Don't say anything pro Pakistan though. I'll boot you. But yeah, go ahead.
Pakistans don't teach Christianity. Woohoo! Yeah, sorry. But
Yeah, come on.
no, the Trump administration already tried to put the amendments in the school, which is actually against the Constitution, because the Constitution was trying to be against and the Constitution trying to be not trying to be against the religion, but however the Constitution trying to be against both the
Assistant school, I would say this is a nice place you have here, ma'am. What a place you have here. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
I would like to say thank you, girl.
Yeah, bring water.
Sorry, I cut you off. What'd you say?
I said she got spring water, but the drink, you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's so nice here. The ambiance is absolutely fantastic.
I know.
Have you had the
Al? Well, like, what was that? What's the article all about? Were you guys talking about that before? everybody's quiet, okay?
Let's talk about Medicaid and Medicare for a second.
What? Sorry.
More like, what's the article above? It says the construction.
I don't know what the article's about.
Oh, so you were not talking about that before?
Somebody did mention something. I don't know who put that out there.
Because the topic says black IQ, then this article says the construction of the Singapore model in mainland China. So I was wondering if you're trying to link the article to the maybe saying we need to be doing what like the Chinese are doing or
Let's
something.
talk about Medicaid.
So it's just a random article out there. Okay.
Sorry, Khalid, me not ignore you, but somebody just come at the door, so I'm busy right now.
No worries, it's all good. I'm just saying it's quiet. I was wondering if, Al, do you want to say something? Anybody in the group want to come up? Let's have some conversation going or something. It's really quiet. Empress, what did you do to Fire? You hijacked her account. Where's Fire?
I'm proud to be an American.
Hold on, let me talk to you. Hold on. America, when Biden was gonna produce actual game plans, whether they're radical, actual socialism is. Social party is this party.
They had to expand and he literally that's what it is.
If you have a black camel, then congratulations. You have become a millionaire because Qurbani is about to come and people of Saudi Arabia buy black camels for 2 to 3 crore rupees, and some people are so smart that they color a normal camel black and sell it for crores because sheikhs have a lot of money. They look at the breed of the camel and not at the money. If you have a black
support, but that's
Good night, sweet dreams.
Yeah, done?
Yeah. Hello. Ranga. Man, come make up nice and ganja.
Talking about that, I was talking basically about
Wrong allocation. I should have gone into MSTY.
Yeah, I'm telling you exactly how to do it. I mean, this is not financial advice before I get banned, but MSTY, like you put $1,000, $2,000, doesn't matter. Put something small, and then in less than a year, it's gonna replenish itself. Anyways, it's gonna more than double. So then you take out your initial payment, and then you just reinvest your dividends, dude. That's all you do. In less than a year, and then you just take out whatever you put initially, and then it's just your dividends that keep growing themselves like crazy. It's like what?
Yield on that?
Whoa. Can I tell him 140, 200%, somewhere between that? Oh, really? I thought it was like, I think it's 10% a month, so like 120, and they pay out monthly, right? So it's like 10 a month.
Sure, but like when we're talking annual. But you're right. It's about depends. It keeps varying. Last time it was what, like 7%. But now shit is much more volatile, so it's gonna be more. But yeah, overall annually, it's, if I'm not mistaken, between 140 to 210%. So let's assume it's 140%. That's still insane, isn't it? That's wild. But hey, I'm just telling you, like, put money that you're willing to lose, right? It doesn't matter. Small amount, and then just keep reinvesting your dividends.
Bro, we're all Jews in here. We're not willing to lose anything.
Put in a small amount and get bigger and bigger is but on something like that's different. You're getting that big return.
Exactly.
Bitcoin keeps going up.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter how you put. Like you can put $10,000. Okay, in less than a year, it will double if you keep reinvesting your dividends.
100% in 1 year. That's great ROI.
So you take out whatever you put. Let's say you put 10K. Then 1 year after, all you have to do is just hang on tight for 1 year, and then you take out 10K.
Wow, it's a little bit like gambling.
Right. It's not fun.
These things usually go down rapidly, right? So.
Yeah, they do. But
Welcome back to Julian Seymour. An exciting imagination, adventure of unlimited, powerful journeys. Starring Abby Eva and Dr. Abuela.
Oh, thank you. How are you today, John?
I can't complain. Gotta get to the gym. Some people think going to the gym is like having a job. It's a 3-letter word like J-O-B. Some people here don't have a J-O-B or a G-Y-M. 3-letter words.
Some people's J-O-B is their G-Y-M.
Some people work for organizations with 3-letter words. Like Julian's magical C word, JMS. Do you know what a LDSP is?
What's that?
It's the Liberal Democrat Socialist Populist.
We were just talking about how the traffic and people driving make me want to have some sort of national socialism. Why the fuck do I need to go? If you want to go 10 miles under the speed limit, fine.
get in the cubby behind that person that wants to go 20 under, while the person that wants to go the speed limit comes around you. Then you get back in that lane and get in front of the person that's going too slow for you. Nope, no one wants to do that. Oh, no one wants to make sure they know where they're going first before they get on the road. Or everybody wants to play in the road. I want to play at my destination, not in the road.
You sound like a liberal, Democrat, socialist, populist.
I'm crying.
Liberal, Democrat, socialist,
How about
populist.
you and John run for Congress? Like John, you run for Congress.
Maybe I should run for Congress.
Yeah, in Florida.
You probably win.
You cannot fuck it more than, what is it, Ron DeSantis? The one you're governor?
You should actually run as
Matt Gaetz was my last representative.
You should run as a. Are you gonna run as a Republican or a Democrat though?
It would have to be a Republican. Everybody here's a Republican.
Yeah.
I mean, my mayor's a Democrat.
Everyone becomes Democrat in Florida.
It's Pensacola. It's Milton and Jay and fucking all of that.
Liberal, Democrat, socialist, populist.
Like decades since the 20th
The
century.
only thing you can carry is my balls, not the shoulders.
You're just a hater, bro.
And now we're getting bit in the ass for it. Now we're getting bit in the ass for it because now they're all ganging up on us, all hating on us. And we're the ones that made them what they are today. And they're all richer than us, too. This is why, bro, you got to put yourself first, man. And the Egyptians didn't do that, and now the Egyptians are becoming niggers.
You are niggers.
I don't like the word niggers, but, yep.
But you were objectively speaking.
I think you're talking about subjectively, Rabbi, not objectively.
No, I think it's objective. Have you ever been to Egypt?
What is the difference between an object and a subject? Please enlighten us.
I think it's silent.
What is the difference between an object and a subject? Can you tell us, Randy?
I think it's silent. He will explain to you all these things in depth.
How dare you? I just wanted to say that. How dare you?
Look, S500. Are you? Did you look into NDA or are you familiar with it from before?
I look at the what, sorry?
Hold on. Yeah, therapeutics.
I just want to say, us Egyptian men are the most masculine.
But S500, you need to handle these Egyptian niggers.
Yeah, okay, guys, come on, like, give Rabbi a chance to speak. You were saying, what therapeutics?
And it was not about this thing, it's more about, like, I talk about actual things. Antalya Therapeutics, NTLA.
Ask Evtol, he's well versed in this field. I'm not.
Okay, he's into biotech?
Yeah, he's really good with biotech. Evtol. He's the guy to talk to about this field.
Yeah, no, he's on the phone. I would love to tell you about it. Because I didn't sell the whole thing, I sold a little bit of it. That was my first investment, actually, NTLA. And it's finally became profitable, and I'm not sure what to do with it. I mean, they have negative cash flows, man. Negative cash flows, like operating cash flows.
Why don't you just stop investing in all these, transactions in your brokerage account and invest the money in yourself?
Well, that's literally what I'm doing. And also, if I stop investing, I'll end up being a nigger just like you.
Is that a big N or a little n?
It's a huge N.
So it's a proper noun?
It is a proper noun and an adjective.
What's a gerund?
Nothing.
What's the difference between subject and object, Rabbi?
The S500, you see Congressman here? He wanted me to buy Walgreens. And then it went down by 85%.
I'm telling you, I buy all my peanuts there. I'm like, they got the best prices on peanuts.
Don't buy that shit. It's a total piece of shit stock, dude.
But dude, they got the best prices on peanuts compared to Kroger's. It's like almost 50% the price for cashews and pistachios.
Shoulder pain, dude. Like
You're projecting your shoulder pain onto me. I don't have shoulder pain. That's a you problem.
Yeah, you do have shoulder pain.
I don't have shoulder pain. That's what you said about a year ago. That you got really bad tennis shoulder.
Okay, I'm just telling you, dude.
Okay. I made a bad recommendation on a stock because it was already like fucking blasted out of the water. But yeah, it really dumped. But look at it now.
Look at it. Can
Look
you
at the
say
dividend yield. Yeah, let me see what it's at.
just look at it. It's like an all-time.
Is it really at an all-time low? Yeah, 226. Oh, no, that's not it.
You told me to buy it when it was like at the top. It was like $80-something.
No, it didn't. It was already beat up when I was looking at it. Yeah, it's at 1149 with a $10 billion market cap.
So how much now? Do you still have it?
No, I don't own any more of this stock. But look, I mean, in 2022 it was at 50. Now it's at 1149. Now's the time to buy it.
It's just weird. That's true. It's a negative EPS and they pay dividends. I mean,
I don't know. They're doing $40 billion a quarter in revenue. I mean, that's fucking $120 billion a year in business. They got a 35% EPS beat recently. It's not the worst stock in the world. This is why Evital is saying that these smaller cap stocks are gonna lead the bull market. So
what was a horrible stock back then? I didn't really re-look into it. I just know that, I mean, if I listened to it, I would have lost all my belongings, basically. But it's just weird to me that they pay dividends, and their dividend is not so bad given the current price of the stock. So, think about it now, maybe it's not that bad.
dude, there is no dividend yield. Just look at it. They suspended dividends.
Well, I mean, what I'm looking at, it says $0.25, like 25 cents basically per share.
I don't know. I just did a Google search and I'm looking at their stats. They show no dividend yield.
Yeah, it would make sense. It would make sense that they don't pay dividends no more.
What's their yield? What yield are they offering?
I don't know, it's like, what is that, like 2% or something?
I don't see a yield. Hold on.
Yeah, I didn't see a yield either.
Zero. But the dividend is $0.25, so that's weird. But, okay.
Dude, the stores.
Yeah, don't worry, that's not relevant. That part's not relevant. Anyway, yeah, good one. I like this.
What? You like
I like this type of discussion.
This is the most useful type of discussion on this app, is doing financial analysis, stock analysis. I mean,
Afton, glad you're back. So, S500 here told me that you're the biotech guy. Is that true, or is?
No, I'm not the biotech guy. I'm a doctor. I've been watching it for a while.
He's being humble, Rabbi. He's being humble about it.
Oh, no, I'm no expert, but I keep an eye on the breaking news.
No, I know. So,
One second, I'll be right back, Rabbi. Nursing home.
Okay. I know I've told before.
Yeah, you should don't listen to him. This guy, like, ask him that company you just told me. He will have some commentary on it.
I mean, I'm just looking at it. It seems well, maybe this is out there. I don't know what to believe anymore. Here it says it's a 2% yield. That's November 2024 though. That's the last reading I have. So I'm not so sure. WPA. It's I know for a fact it's a piece of shit company. Let's check their financials. Let's check their financials. I can't believe Congressman almost got me, dude. Just. They have a negative operating profit margin, dude. Ever since forever. Oh, actually, the last quarter it was 0.1%. Okay, so they have, ever since 2023, they have a negative operating profit margin. That's horrible. And a negative net profit margin also. But their gross profit margin is positive.
Which company are you asking about, Rabbi?
Oh, the one I mean, you might not be a Martin Shkreli or anything, but like Intalia Therapeutics, have you heard of that?
Yeah, I was just talking about them earlier.
Intalia Therapeutics, what do you think?
Well, I was telling you about the CRISPR group, which is CRISPR's the daddy, and all the little ducklings are Editas, NTLA, Caribou, and Vertex is the grown-up ducky that flew away and is cash flow positive.
can tell you this, it's my first stock that I ever purchased. And I was retarded back then. Dude, it's so funny because I wanted to buy Nutella. And that's how I bought at TLA, can you believe that shit? I thought it's a different stock. So, anyways, I had
Well, I shit you not, I was looking at how I can buy Nutella last week.
It's a private company. You can't buy it, but
Nutella is,
I was retarded. I was retarded back then, and I bought NPLA, which is Intelli Therapeutics instead. Anyway, I was stuck with it because it's negative, and I never sold it. But now it turned positive again for me, and I'm just wondering if you know what
it's part of the CRISPR wave, so this could be a gold one. Yeah, this is the CRISPR wave here. It's finally, okay, CRISPR drugs are finally coming to recognition. They're talking about cancer being treated by CRISPR. It's causing the entire field to, this is what the whole movement was over the last 10 to 7 or 8 days.
Okay, exactly. So that's basically what's happening here. I mean, I don't know much about it, but that's...
Yeah, this CRISPR gene editing is something that can be used for a lot of rare diseases, which is what Intelli is doing. But it can be used for common diseases down in the future.
Invest $25 million to help fund partnerships.
Well, where am I supposed to meet him, bro?
Gyms, coffee houses, restaurants, or a bar. I mean, that's how I do it. Super easy and simple. It's not that hard, dude. You've been around the block, my man. You know how to do it, brother.
Listen, are you in New York right now?
I'm in
You in Florida. You already know how New York girls are different than anywhere else in this country.
I will tell you this, JB. The man that goes up to a nice young woman, beautiful woman to say hello, if that man looks like shit, you ain't gonna get him that time of day. But if you look good, you smell good, you walk straight, and you say a proper hello, still give you an ear and listen, brother. You know that.
Well, I tell you right now, bro, I always look good. I always dress well. I definitely smell good. You know, but I'm also selective who I let into my circle and the criteria I want in my next relationship. Like, I have no problems carrying the relationship. I'm talking about money-wise. I'll support my girl. But I expect... See, here's the thing, El Chorizo, that I've seen in this world. Two things I've seen. Women have no problems approaching men now, which I'm not complaining about. Ladies, you want to approach me? Knock on the door. But another thing I noticed is women, at least the women that I've run into, they're so jaded and cynical that they carry that into their next relationship. I just want a reciprocal relationship. You don't have to top my effort, but at least match my effort. Does anybody disagree with that?
I completely agree.
I agree too. You just want someone who's going to bring peace, add peace to your life. Someone who's not going to bring conflict. Someone who understands, conflict resolution. Someone who's not confrontational.
The only objection I had with what you said, JB, and I was just thinking about this, and I was clutching my pearls, is like, you men like women approaching y'all? Like, I don't know, I feel like that's so weird.
Bro, I agree. But this is the way it is. you on everything I love. I went to get a haircut. The barber asked me out for coffee. I liked her. I thought she was cute. I thought she was married. That's why I never asked her out. She asked me out. Now, we went out. There was no chemistry, no problems. She still cut my hair. But this is the world, MG. Women have more masculine tendencies today where they're not afraid to go over to a man and say, hey, you want to go out?
But with a barber, you probably built a conversation and you had some sort of relationship before she asked you out. She didn't come up to you at a restaurant and say, hey, would you like to go out? So it's a little bit different though.
No. What happened was, she's Russian, so I live in a predominantly Russian area. She only speaks maybe 10 words of English. When she asked me out in Google Translator. She showed me her phone and said, hey, you want to have coffee? So, whatever, listen, I'm not knocking it. I have no problem with her.
She's a winner. She's a winner. She's not determined.
Yeah, let me tell you something. And I noticed that maybe it's in New York because, I'm keeping it real. We have a lot of migrants here and all that stuff. So you go on these dating sites, you need to have Google Translate, else you're not going to hook up with anybody. That's just been an elegant mess. Catwoman, how you doing? Nice smile.
Hey, how you doing? I'm reading the article and I'm cracking up laughing.
Wait, have you ever stolen anybody's salad? Be honest.
No, I got my own salad. I'm gonna steal his salad for just to try to find out who this man is. I'm like, is it really that desperate in New York for those who live in New York? I'm cracking up laughing. My God.
Oh my God, it's so embarrassing. Is there a word for I'm embarrassed for the women in New York? Whatever word that is, because this is like horrific, JB. Like, y'all need to get out of New York then. If this is the state of the game, y'all need to.
Hold on, but so what JB said, like I said, I'm 21, and women in my generation, they ask men out, they approach men. I thought this was norm. I know men that do the same thing, but I'm just saying, like, either or, both people, if they're interested in that person looks good enough, and maybe the other person don't got confidence to say something, or they believe that they got some shit and the person don't got confidence, oh yeah, they swinging that shit. You feel me?
I've never understood the entire concept of women wanting to complain about not having a partner or finding a partner, but also never willing to actually go out and seek one or put the foot forward to make the first move. Like, I don't know what's so petrifying about the first move. It'll always be, men are insecure, why can't you handle rejection? Why can't you make the first move? Over what? Rejection. The same exact thing.
Hold on, XG. And I appreciate you, man. I do. And I'm so happy to hear Mr. Make him viral, even though we banged last time he was my wedding head now. I want to ask the ladies, MG, Nye, Megan, who else we got up there? We got Elegant, we got